Yo, what's going on? This is Consequence, and myself at OnSmash.com proudly present Real Men Don't Cry, the self-help guide for all artists, unsigned to sign. Our first piece is called This Ain't the 90's, and we're interviewing the legendary DJ Ralph McDaniels of Video Music Box fame in Hot 97. This is part 2 of our interview. Part 3 will be coming at you real soon. It's the Cons Full Word. Another topic we were touching on in This Ain't the 90's was the dissolve of big studios and big budgets, and the introduction to like the 2-tracking and the smaller bass studios and the smaller pre-production setups. What did you take on that? Like, how has that affected what you do on a video level and dealing with radio?
Well, I thought it was interesting when you talked about how you were used to going to those big facilities, and then you started to realize that wasn't happening no more. So it took you a while to get your head right.
Yeah, definitely.
and the same thing happened with me. I would go to edit like a video, let's say, Wu-Tang Clan or something like that I did. I did that, in a big spot. Now, I don't have to do it. I could do that at home overnight, on my, my laptop, really,
Yeah.
So, like at first I was like, wait a minute, so why was we paying all this money all these years for this right here when, now we can just do it like that?
Yeah.
Even to the point where I had a big editing facility where I used to let, cats like, some of my proteges like Hype come up, and he used to do stuff for me in my spot. So that was a business for me. Hype was getting those big bucks. Hype, bring that edit over here.
Send that. Let me write that invoice.
Write that invoice, right. So, that was dead. That wasn't necessary anymore. So, it definitely affected me because we came from that. But, now it's more like, your thinking process is cool. I think that one thing, though, in with the technology is that, because some people can kind of grasp onto the technology a little bit faster. Only thing that's lost in that, which happens in the music as well, I think, if you don't know what you're doing, is you lose a little bit of that soul.
Yeah.
You lose a little bit of that, that smoothness if you don't really know what you're doing, because the edit is just done, it's timed out digitally instead of somebody manually sometimes doing it. It's like a dude playing a guitar and you playing it on a keyboard.
I mean, there's definitely a rhythm to engineering on all levels.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like you lose some of that unless you got somebody that's really mastered that technology and is really good. And eventually it will, come up like that. I guess for everybody.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's funny because when Kanye and I first really started recording, it's about like 2003. We were using an 1880, and I had become so accustomed to having somebody engineer for me. It was like, yo, man, you could just do this yourself. It was like, nah, man, I can't. What you talking about, man? Come on, man, you trying to take away my credits and tell me to walk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's right, yeah.
That's right. Out of necessity comes a lot of great things, you know what I'm saying? And man, that's how we even got the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.